Now we're going to look at finding the sum of an arithmetic series, but using sigma notation. This can get a little trickier, so we just have to keep in mind, what our first term is going to be, what the last term is going to be. Let's first get the number of terms in this series. So this is telling us that our first term will be derived when we put in a 2 for n. So when we put in a 2, that'll be the first term. Let's follow this logically. If we put in a 3, that would be a second term, right? If we put in a 4 for n, that would be the third term. And lastly, by the time we all the way get up to 90, when we put in 90, that'll be the 89th term. You can see that we're coming down 1 each time. Okay, so our n value is 89. Very, very helpful. So I know that that's going to be right there. So now we've got to find these other terms. Now, when we get our first term, what we're doing is we're putting in a 2 for that n. So we're going to have 3 times 2 plus 2. 3 times 2, of course, is 6 plus 2. So our a sub 1 term, the first term in this series, would be 8. So I'll put that there, 8. Now we've got to go get the last term, which is the 89th term. Now to put in for a sub 89, the 89th term, we're going to be putting in 90. So that's going to be 3 times 90 plus 2. 3 times 90 is 270 plus 2. And a sub 89 then is going to be 272. So now we've got everything we need. That's going to be 272. We have the a sub 1 term, which is 8. And we've got the a sub 89th term, the last term here, which is 272. So now we just have to plug all this in. So we've got 89 divided by 2 times 8 plus 272. We can simplify that to 89 divided by 2 times 280. Let's go to Desmos and plug that in. Okay, plugged it in like a champ, and we got an answer of 12,460. Okay, so our solution to this problem is 12,460. Okay, let's do another one here. We've got a sub 1 plus a sub n we're looking for, and we're going to be multiplying that by the number of terms divided by 2. Let's get the n value first. So if we put in a 6 for n, that's going to be our first term. Okay. If we put in a 7, that'll be our second term. You can see we're coming down 5, right? So 73, when we get to the end, minus 5 would be our 68th term. So I know now that n equals 68. Okay, so now we need to get the a sub 1 term. So the a sub 1 term we get by putting in a 6. So a sub 1 equals 7 times 6 plus 2. So 7 times 6 is going to be 42 plus 2. And then we have our a sub 1 equaling 44. So a sub 1, 44. We got that now. And then the a sub n term, well, this time we know it's the a sub 68. So we're going to be putting in a 73 for this one. So n is now 73 plus 2. 7 times 73, that's 490 plus 21. That's going to be 511 plus 2. So our a sub n term here, our a sub 68, or 68th term in this, is going to be 513. So for the formula here, I'll just put in 513. All right, so now all we have to do is 68 divided by 2 times 44 plus 513. Okay, 44 plus 513. All right, it's going to be 18,938. Okay, so our sum for this is 18,938. All right, please try this one on your own, and then when you think you've finished, go ahead and unpause, and I'll have my solution. The sum that you should have gotten for this is 15,130. The n term was 85, the a sub 1 term was 10, because you're putting in a 2 for n. And then the a sub n term here, the last term, was when you put in 86, 86, and then you would have gotten 346. So those are your 3 terms. Put those together. That's how you get 15,130.